This is a man's world.
All right, everybody, welcome to another week of It's a Man's World Podcast. This is B. Hayes.
Christmas here.
I can't do that, so I'm just like same OG.
In the kingdom of hearts.
that was fire. I like that. That's what I'm talking about. When your friends just stay ready. She's ready to go.
I was excited. I'm not gonna lie. That little 2 seconds. I'm like, ooh.
I like your style. Anyway, how's everybody doing?
Doing all right.
Y'all good? Cool.
No cool, don't give a damn. Anyway, back to me, nigga. The week's been fucked up, okay? I ain't got time for other people's problems, really, okay? I mean, I know I asked, but
I was just asking.
Didn't
expect no response.
it ain't really been fucked up. It's been fine during the week.
Yeah.
It was just yesterday.
It was perfect weather all weekend.
But how it go from how it was yesterday to today?
Well, I'm not complaining because today it feel real good.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's
and
a little
I'm not
cool,
complaining anyway.
Yeah.
I won't complain.
Yeah. Never mind. I'm not
You
gonna.
know he's good for making a church hymn theme song.
I won't complain. Sometimes the clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road.
Look, James Brown hardly went off.
Ask
Okay.
the question, Lord. Why? All right, I'm done.
Because he said he wasn't going to do it. He did the whole verse.
Say that, you know everybody like when they get a good chuckle out of you. That be fueling that fire.
Right, there you go, Hart. That's what I'm talking about. All of my weary eyes. You know he got killed in Houston.
What?
Yeah, he did.
How did that D. Hayes and his obituaries.
He did. He got killed in his house.
Wait, who sing that?
Paul Jones, Reverend Paul Jones. Let me make sure I ain't tripping. Anyway, I'm gonna look it up.
I don't
I'm
think
pretty
you
sure it's
are. Why
Reverend
do I
Paul.
feel like that's very
I'm pretty
accurate?
sure it's Reverend Paul
I
Jones.
mean, I definitely believe it.
I don't
Me too.
forget.
It's coming from you.
Right.
I don't think nobody gonna look it up.
Somebody might these churches.
Right. Don't be right now.
Yeah,
Just
it's
let you
Reverend Paul
know.
Jones. I was right. And he died in Houston, Texas. Yeah. All right. Anyway,
Got
he
him
was young
one.
when he died. That's why that song used to scare me. He was murdered.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway,
That song used to
Pick
scare
it
you?
up. Let's come on
it did a
now.
little
Come
bit 'cause
on.
it was so strong, you know.
No, good. That's a good song.
That and Helen Baylor. And I had a praying grandmother. That used to scare that didn't scare y'all. Hallelujah. That didn't scare y'all.
I ain't never met nobody that a church song scared them, bro.
Scared the shit out of me, bro.
I got a
praying grandmother.
Y'all remember that song?
I remember that line.
This one last thing, she told me I had to tell the devil, I don't belong to you. Hallelujah. But I had a praying grandmother. And I knew enough to call on the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. Okay. Anyway, let's move over and shoot the shit, y'all. Let's shoot the
It's
shit.
literally been like 5 minutes after. He said from the beginning, he said, I'm
And
not
I
going to
blame
do
both
it.
of you. I said I'm not going to complain about the weather in this. This is what we get. I ain't mad about praising the Lord now, but
That's not the
let
problem.
me correct you. Okay, let me stop you there. Okay.
Listen, when the spirit moves, you just got to go with it.
I'm a moving the spirit, say move. I don't know about y'all niggas.
Count on you for that. Let me tell you.
How that's moving? You said they both scared you.
That was when I was
Mother
younger.
away.
Hallelujah. All right, so
Back to the dojo.
right.
I actually remember that song.
Krista, I know y'all don't know what we talking about right now.
right.
I'm gonna tell y'all later.
You're
Krista
not
ain't
right.
shit. I'm gonna tell you why later, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all why later. She ain't shit. All right, anyway. Let's move over and shoot the shit.
Oh, y'all ain't shipped that whole 5 minutes.
Yeah. My face hurt.
I done like 2 chairs.
I hope y'all enjoyed too, because this is some bullshit. It
I'm
really
feeling the episode name coming.
ruined.
It's gonna be a soundbite.
We'll
We
see
got
that.
call
This is 1
play.
and 2.
Hallelujah. That's the whole episode name. Or praying grandmother. Okay. So anyway, y'all. So on Shooting the Shit today, we have a question that we all gonna put our input on and see what everybody thinks. But is dating a relationship, or what are the rules, the do's and don'ts of dating?
We
Does
didn't
anybody-
need to skip this. Okay, not even shooting the shit time to.
Somebody having a praying grandmother.
I had one.
I have one
Thank
too.
you, Jesus, for.
Hallelujah.
I mean,
Yeah, we doing it. We doing it. That's the show, and we doing it. Shoot your shit.
I feel like dating is not a relationship.
When you
Gosh.
say, okay, wait.
Because
So
when
what is
you
your idea of, like-
when you
okay,
dating?
yeah.
When you dating, to me, you getting to know that person. Like y'all are going out on dates. That's honestly what I thought the like dating was. Like when you take somebody on a date, so you're dating. So y'all just going out, getting to know each other. But so to me, that doesn't mean you can't be dating somebody else. You're trying to see who do you like. That's not
Well,
being
is
a
you going
player.
on dates or you dating? Like, I think that's a difference. Like, if you go on a couple dates, that's not dating somebody.
With different people?
So
No, if you-
but
if
how?
you go on a-
if you
if
going
you
on
go on, like-
dates,
Yeah, but if you go,
dating
like-
came from dates, right?
If you go on like 3 dates with a person, you're not dating that person. Y'all just went on a couple
Okay,
dates.
so
But-
is dating or talking more exclusive?
Dating is
talking
exclusive.
talking is more exclusive.
Okay.
No,
But that's what
talking,
I'm-
talking is not. Talking is
Okay,
you
wait.
literally
Let
just
him
getting to
finish.
know
Let him
somebody.
finish. Because that's interesting.
Because
I
dating
didn't
to
expect
me,
hear this.
dating to me is like y'all may not talk like y'all may not talk every day. Dating is like physically going to pick somebody up, taking them somewhere. Y'all getting to know each other then and there or whatever. Like y'all having conversation then. Like when you talking to somebody, y'all are doing more than just going out on dates. Like y'all are like hanging out at the house.
okay.
Like it's more advanced to me.
Okay.
In my
Okay,
eyes,
so-
when you're
okay.
talking to
When you
somebody.
put it like that, then I have to agree with you. Then, and
Yeah,
I do think
I like
I
that
do
too.
think that talking is a little bit more because dating, in my opinion, I feel like dating is like you can be dating, like you can go on a date tonight with one girl and go on a date tomorrow, and you haven't really done either one of them wrong because it's nothing like this
Right.
being that's spoken that's been
Do
exclusive.
they need to
between
know
them.
about it? Should you tell?
I don't think
that.
I don't think you have to talk about it until it's exclusive, but I also think that you know what I mean. Like when you talking, that you let them know, like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna.
Or you don't be
I'm
doing
I'm dating
anything.
around- I'm
Yeah.
dating.
Or you don't
Yeah.
be doing anything to make them think that, you know what I'm saying, like y'all are like exclusive or while you're taking them out on dates and stuff like that.
Right.
But they don't
Well,
need
if
to
you
know
taking
about each
somebody
other.
on dates, they gonna assume that if y'all not exclusive, yeah, y'all working towards that.
But I mean,
Maybe.
that's
Not in the
thing.
beginning though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just getting to know them.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
Right.
it-
That's when I think it's
It's
okay
like
to
a
be dating.
that's
around.
why-
it's a
yeah.
consistency thing that come with dating to me. Like when you say I'm dating somebody, that come with consistency.
I do
Okay,
think
so
after a
what's
while
talking?
you would assume that after like 4 or 5 days, okay, we feeling each other then. Clearly,
Right.
You've been out 4 or 5
Yeah.
times.
I mean,
But
you
that
know?
still
me,
doesn't
by
mean you're
then-
not feeling the other person. You
Right.
too.
True.
Maybe you like
Right,
a little variety.
right.
It's
To
all
me-
about communication. I feel like.
Yeah,
You
to
have
me, you could be dating somebody and y'all done went on 4 or 5 dates and you still don't know like which person you know what I'm saying, you
Yeah,
kind
if
of
you
want to
date
be
multiple
with.
people.
But
yeah.
if you're not like I said, if you're not giving off the impression that like, hey, I want to be with like you right now, I want to be with you, then you know what I'm saying, you fine.
I
Like
think
you're not doing
ultimately,
not one of them wrong.
I think ultimately you're not in a relationship until you like express to that person that you only want to be with them.
Right.
And
So
that it's
what-
exclusive.
So then, but what Krista said that it kind of now that you're saying that, like when you've been on 4 or 5 days, do you have to tell her or him that you are dating other people once y'all have been on a certain amount of dates?
I don't think so, but
So what's talking?
to me, talking is just like, you know what I'm saying, you getting to know that person. Like, talking and dating is, like, it's kind of the same thing in a sense. Because, I mean, if you talking to
So
somebody.
you're talking to him like on the phone, but you're not going on dates with him, and you're not necessarily
well,
seeing him
if
either.
you talking on the phone with somebody, I assume that y'all going to be hanging out, like, y'all going to be spending time together, too.
So,
we
but
know
when you're
today,
dating,
though,
when
in
you're
this-
dating, are they coming?
Today, it's very possible not to be doing that, though.
Yeah, that's true, too, but it's still talking, though.
But
either way it go, I consider that all the same
Okay,
thing.
but
Because
in
it's not a
your eyes,
relationship.
but in your eyes, is the dating more exclusive than the talking?
I mean,
like,
it's the
actually
same.
meeting
Neither
that-
one of it is exclusive
'Cause if
until you
you're-
make that
So
known.
in dating,
But if
would
you-
somebody come with somebody like? Would you invite that person to your house to hang out, watch movies, stuff like that?
Yeah, I invite somebody I'm dating and talking to my house.
See, but I feel like when people ask you, like, hey, are you single, you in a relationship? You be like, yeah, you know, I'm talking to somebody. But you'll necessarily be like, yeah, I've been going on some dates. You
Yeah,
know
if
what
you
I'm
say
saying?
yeah, I'm talking to somebody.
We've been doing some stuff.
If you say I'm talking to somebody, that means I'm single, but like I do have something else going on.
But
if you in a
You're not just
relationship,
completely like fully
yeah, you're gonna be
unattached.
like, oh no, I'm not. Even let's just say like you serious about somebody, even if y'all not official. If somebody asks you if you single, you gonna say no.
Yeah, if somebody
You know
asks
what I'm
me if I'm talking to somebody, I'll be like, no. If I'm dating, I'm gonna say no, because I'm dating.
right.
Right.
What do you think,
Even if you're
Krista?
only dating one person?
Even if I'm dating one person,
Yeah.
Because
You
I may
agree
meet
with
somebody else.
I think probably closest. I mean, I guess if there has to be even though all this is bullshit, I don't know if we got that this round, but yeah, it is. All of it's just an excuse just to be. I mean, not necessarily an excuse, but all of it's a way not to really have to expose yourself, which is probably the main issue with relationships now. Everybody wants to feel a little guarded, until you just feel 100% safe to put yourself out there. So we're dating is a way to kind of inch in and be like, what you want to do? What you want to do? What you want to do? Do I need to back off? Do I need to go forward?
I feel like it's all the same, really.
Yeah, but the way you saying it is good. And that's why I was asking you about that distinction, because I think today people can 100%, whether people say it's productive or not or fulfilling, whatever, you can 100% have a talking relationship with someone that you're just only talking on Instagram or talking through text message and never see that person. You know what I mean? Never get around to actually hanging out with them. Maybe you like their conversation. You might not even ever hear their voice. People do that all the time. They do. I mean, that's not my way, but people do that all the time. And then actually getting around to meeting up and like going out, maybe spending money, maybe having a meal together. That's like the more intimate part of it, which is what I thought kind of you were saying, but you say the same.
Have you seen that episode of Catfish where like the cousins was mad at each other, so one cousin catfished the other cousin? And he was like,
I've seen that.
He was like, why would you do this to me? And she's like, you should have never called me a fat ass Kelly Price.
No, she was very
That was
hurt
so
by that.
She was.
Hey, that was petty. That was petty.
Have you seen that?
It was low-key. It was low-key black, black, bro.
But she
Bro,
shouldn't
like,
have done that.
Catfish every Catfish episode is black.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have done that to her. So,
I mean, he should.
That is not an appropriate response, though.
appropriate.
That's not an appropriate response.
Yeah, this should definitely be black because I'm taking it black.
If somebody
side.
call you a black ass Kelly Price, you call them a fat ass something else.
Well,
You know what I'm
maybe
saying?
she
You
had
don't
it
go
in
and
her pocket
catfish
right
them
there.
for months.
You kind of a big boned CeeLo Green, nigga.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You gotta call him a fat Ruben Studdard,
Something.
like somebody that's already
Ruben
big.
Ruben ain't big no more. Well, he's not as big as he once was. Anyway, either
Ruben
way
and
it
fell
goes.
off.
All right,
Okay.
yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, but I think closest probably to what Hart said. I guess
I
when
agree
you
with
explain
Hart.
it like that, but you know.
You make it seem like I'm doing people wrong or something.
I mean,
No,
at
I'm
the
not
end of the
saying you
day-
do nothing wrong. But it is a little.
At the end of the
It is
day,
still a little wishy-washy.
You ain't doing nothing wrong until
I
you
didn't say wrong.
exclusively make that known that you just being with one person and then you step outside.
Now,
of that.
what if she, or in your case, he, ask you, like when you've been dating 4 or 5 times, like, are you talking to anybody else? Or are you gonna tell them the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think that's what. Okay, yeah.
and
That's
it's sad because
when people ask those questions though. That's really what they're trying to find out.
Right.
Like if they say, "Are you talking to somebody?" If you dating somebody, like they trying to figure out if they the only person you entertaining. Really,
But that's what it is, though. In today's age, it is a taboo question to ask straight up, like, "Are we together?" You know, I mean, like I said, whether or not you're in a hazy situation, that is like the taboo question that people feel like, I don't know at what point you're supposed to ask it, or they're iffy about what point they're supposed to ask it. So, like I said, yeah, talking, dating,
I feel like that's a thing.
Them is just some bullshit ways just to
women
be
be
like,
wanting to ask those questions.
okay, maybe that's only because most men don't want to distinctly say it one way or another, which it's like, if it's that simple, then good. Say the shit, and then that's it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I would love
But
to
I
hear.
think that's, but it is like a wishy-washy way of getting around it. So you should just, you don't meet people every day. So it is what it is. If you're enjoying that person,
We
I
just
guess
talking.
just, yeah.
What are we, nigga? We just talking. That's
Yeah,
it.
and that, but women
That's kind
aren't,
of fucked up.
right, which you want to hear that, though.
I feel like I've been blocked from situations like that, but I also had a praying grandmother.
Right. And don't bring too many bullshit that way. Well, I'm confused about the
My
situation.
grandma was
Hallelujah.
playing defense for me. All right, anyway, we going to move over and shoot the shit with our listeners, y'all. We got some really funny questions today and that we're going to read. And we're going to open up with one that just says, public service. Y'all please govern yourselves accordingly. This is funny. But it says, what's good? I just wanted to get your opinion on something. I just want to know what you all, have y'all read the letter from today?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Have you?
I read this one.
Okay, I just wanted to get your opinion on something. I just want to know what you all think about public relations. By relations, I mean sex. My girl gets turned on. My girl gets turned on by having sex in places where she almost gets caught. It's like a rush for her. We can be at home and be just about to get it cracking, and she'll say something like, "Let's run to the Walgreens and do it in the parking lot,"
Wait, stop.
or even, "Let's pause this for a minute and go do it in the public fitting room." I feel like a lame, but that shit makes me uncomfortable, and I'm not into it. It's just that this is a huge turn on for her, and I don't want to be in one of those situations where somebody else does for my girl what I want. I'm not really worried about her cheating, but I know she doesn't want to give on this part of intimacy. What do y'all think? And this is from Jareth. So the girl wants to, she likes to get cracking.
She ain't finna cheat on you or go try to get somebody else to do it.
And if she do, you can catch it because she's going to be at Kroger.
Right.
It's gonna be on the surveillance cam.
Check all your local stores around your house. She's gonna be in one of them.
No, I know that was you last night at Texaco.
Right. Some of the toilet fin room don't smell right. Some don't smell right over here. I mean,
Somebody being nasty over here.
Imagine you just driving home from work after a long day and you see a girl getting plowed at the laundromat. You know what I'm saying? Like on top
In the
of
back
the
seat.
drive, right?
This
getting
reminds me
pounded
of
over the
that.
back seat.
This reminds me of that day.
Maybe
that
over
story
there
I
washing
told
in the
y'all.
drive. Pressing around in the drive. And your woman over there getting plowed in the damn
Right.
fabric softener.
Y'all
But
heard me?
that's neither here nor there. Should you do it?
This
what we're talking
reminds
about.
me of one of my heart to hearts I told y'all about when I was running and that white lady was getting plowed.
Yeah.
Don't do
And the titties. And
Them titties was
what?
going through the back of the
I
ball.
forgot about that. Through the
He was plowing it.
we're doing this one. And he was.
I just imagine her titties like swinging through the railing on the
It
side of the
was.
patio.
That was like
Just going
almost
through.
coming back
How
and
often do you
slapping her.
imagine the titties? What is your cookies looking like? Did y'all see Kevin Hart talking about that? What's I'm talking about looking at his. Have y'all watched that?
No.
Not yet.
I haven't watched it
Okay,
all.
okay,
I
so
watched
not
it.
yet.
It's funny though.
I haven't seen
But
it yet.
to me, it's like if she doing it like he said they were about to get it cracking,
And she
said,
stopped
it's
it.
like, babe, you doing too much. We
Right.
already about to be in the
Right.
act. Like if we there, then
You want us
okay.
to suit up.
You want us
Okay.
to you want us to
Give it
Like,
pause.
I already got my
I'm
drawers
already,
on.
yeah, I'm
Right.
already. Look at me.
Get in the car. We need gas. So we're talking about a rush track. You think we better just risk this? We ain't gonna be on the side of the street hard as a rock.
That's
I'm
why they
telling
had
you.
your picture up at the Shell station and said,
Right.
if you see this woman, please call 911.
I feel like you gotta tell her like, hey, like, come on, like,
You shouldn't feel like a lame if you're not into
You
it, first of
shouldn't.
all.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you're not a lame, actually, if you are going ahead and doing it every now and again. So I think you can have the conversation. Now, y'all know I love a good conversation about understanding now. But maybe you can, like, arrange, because it's not, okay, it's spontaneous, but it's not that
But she
spontaneous.
forcing it,
No,
though.
that's what I'm saying. It's not that spontaneous if y'all in the house, finna get it in, and she's ready to suit up and head down to the Walgreens real fast. So maybe you can just
Shit, let me
plan
go ahead
it.
and put this bra and panties back
Right.
on.
Right.
Here, let me just clip it up real quick. No, you can probably maybe do it like once a month and just go ahead and plan like
I don't know. If he
I wouldn't even say plan
do
it.
it in
I
the
would just
backyard.
tell
Or do it
her-
on the balcony. Like,
maybe he
No,
can plan
why
it.
she just can't?
And
if
not
you
tell
feeling
her.
frisky, don't even say let's stop
don't
this.
say frisky.
Whatever
can't-
it is, she should just be like, oh well, let's go somewhere and then pop it off there.
but that's
don't
what I'm saying. It'll
don't
be
wait
different.
till we already about to get it
Right.
in.
Exactly.
You need to be
And then
there and
stop.
be like,
If
ooh.
y'all were at the
Yeah.
if y'all were at the convenience store or whatever, convenient. If y'all was at the convenience store
Corner
already,
store. You
corner
less likely
store.
to get caught at the corner store. You're going to get caught at the convenience store.
Yeah, the coast store ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
Ain't nobody gonna say that. They gonna be like,
They're just gonna look and keep
them
on
niggas over
going.
there having a good time.
But if
Nigga gonna be
like
jealous.
wait until y'all
Damn,
there.
my girl
Like
don't
wait
like
until
that
y'all there
shit.
to pop it off, like G said. Wait until y'all there. But if we about to be in the act, you can't. You want me to zip? Like I'ma go into the store, rock. They gonna see.
What's finna go down?
I think the bigger issue is that it's something that makes him uncomfortable, so he doesn't want to do it at all. So the once a month, like I don't know if this is
Well,
one
it
of
would
those things
be-
he feels like he wants to compromise.
I put it like this.
But he
And
doing
like,
it already.
I
so.
feel like it'll be
No, I don't. Well, yeah, he could be.
it'll be
He could
less uncomfortable if she wouldn't stop at him while they at the house
Right.
to go somewhere else.
I mean,
You know
at
what
this
I'm saying?
point, he got at least one spot that he okay with doing it. He feel like they're not gonna
yeah,
get
he
caught.
doing it.
Like I'm pretty sure she know when she like horny like that, bro. She could just be like, oh well, let's go to Walmart or whatever before they even start popping
Right,
it off at
right,
the house.
right.
And then when they in the car, then she can start, you know what I'm
Just
saying,
tell her-
heating it up then.
Yeah,
It'll be,
just tell her-
it'll be a-
You're gonna be heating it up,
Tell her if
then.
you want to do something like that, it gotta be like 3:00 in the morning.
It would, be
Anyway.
it would be a rush to me even if we didn't go to them, but we just down there.
Noon.
We just like down there getting it in and down there at covered parking. I'd be like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
In the Chick-fil-A drive-through, just
Not at Chick-fil-A now. That's like doing it
And
at
that's what
church.
you're gonna have to do. It's gonna have to be
Like
like,
being at church doing it at Chick-fil-A.
you know Chick-fil-A drive-through be long
Well,
as
at
hell in
this
the middle
point,
of
the
the
rate
day.
she gonna line and ask him
right,
about
they're gonna
that.
be at the food court in a minute.
Yeah, you
Chick-fil-A
know,
for food court.
Chick-fil-A employees will do anything to make sure you had a good
My
experience.
pleasure.
So.
My pleasure.
They gonna bring the wet
My
towel
pleasure.
afterwards.
Look, ma'am, if he won't plow you, I have a break in 10 minutes. I will come out there and plow you, ma'am, and I'll be back at work. It's my pleasure. My pleasure.
They gonna bring the wet towel. On some tongs.
You want some Polynesian sauce?
They gonna come with a cup of water. I know you. Listen, you
Right.
putting in work, sir.
Hallelujah.
Here's some honey. Here's some honey, ma'am.
I had a praying
All right,
grandmother.
Brothers, I'm gonna stop y'all there. Okay.
And I knew enough to call on the name of Jesus. Hallelujah.
All right, brother, don't go to jail.
Right?
Because we know you're doing it. You know, you said you needed these. Remember? I remember.
It's a long time ago,
It's a long
Dave.
time ago.
Long time ago, Dave.
So I know you need them.
You do
You do
it.
use them.
Long time ago, Dave.
You do
You
do
do
it.
it.
So do you want to pack up?
Cause nigga, you out there fucking in the car.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
Maybe you know what? Listen, now this would be a compromise. If you think y'all gonna be together forever, like instead of doing it in public, just videotape that shit.
yeah, video.
Maybe that'll be something. I mean, I'm not.
Also,
I mean, that's another lane. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
another lane, but if it's about, well, you're right, because if she's thinking she wants people to catch them, but I mean, let somebody almost find your USB drive.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Set up kind of way.
No, touch that
That
shit.
enough of a rush for you, baby?
She be over there. Nigga almost found that USB, nigga.
So just scoop it up real quick. Another thing, maybe y'all could
playing
do
that
like a
floppy
maybe
disk.
they
Don't go through my external hard drive, nigga.
I see that credit.
Right.
That's gonna scare you, okay?
No, what you need to do too, maybe it's not the freedom. Maybe it's not like the catching, maybe it's the freedom. So maybe you could do like a cabin or like a woods excursion or something like that so you can be outside in some freedom. I mean, you're gonna have a wilderness looking at you. I'm trying to help him
but
be a
it
little
seems
more
like-
comfortable.
about
This
that.
what it
It's
seems
more
Maybe
like-
him
I
feeling like
think-
he's not gonna get caught
No,
though.
I think that he's concerned because one, they're doing it so much. That's one
Now, wait a
reason
minute,
why.
he didn't say all
I
that.
think he just don't
Wait,
like
he
it.
was saying they've been doing it a lot.
No, he didn't say that.
What do you? I mean,
He said they're about to get it in. She wants
She
to
wanna go
stop
to Walgreens.
and go to the store.
And she said, and
get
by
it
the
in
way,
at the store.
just for clarification, this is in parentheses. Let's run up to the Walgreens and do it in a parking lot, or even let's pause this for a minute and go do it in a public fitting room. That's in quotations.
So it
That
gotta
means
be
you
all
got to stop
hours.
what you doing.
but that's what I'm saying. If that every
go
time
to
they
the
about
store. That's too much.
if every time they about to have sex, she does something like that. That means she's doing it a lot.
She really like that.
That's
There
what.
are people that are like that. What do they call them? Exhibitionists? Is that what they call? Like
No,
freak
that's the naked
nasties.
people.
Freak nasty.
That's
a
what I
freak
call
freak.
them. Freak nasty. Oh, that's a freak nasty.
Okay, well, I think, first of all, I think we all agree you're not lame if you don't want to do it. Find a way to compromise. I think it's definitely something y'all can, like, kind of talk about. What are other ways that you might feel like a rush, and we can kind of meet in the middle on this. That's probably something y'all should talk
I
about.
think the biggest thing is don't stop what we already about to do to take it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because even if, like, you're not comfortable with something, if you start getting, you know what I'm saying, hot and bothered in the store, and your girl hot and bothered in the store, it's just going to happen.
And on your way to that store, you may see some shit that just make you like, I don't even
Cool
feel like
down.
having sex. Yeah, like
Right.
7-6 no
you
more.
might get stuck in traffic, and then you're going to
Yeah,
be
be
pissed.
Pulled over, anything.
This is Texas. You can see roadkill. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is-
Yeah. Like, I now,
You know,
That's a raccoon.
now I don't
Yeah,
want a piece of
right.
ass no more.
Right.
I want to go home.
Nigga just robbed
You
by
know
the right
what?
Waterburger.
Motherfucker cut you off. You done got mad and shit.
That's probably turn her on. Anyway, okay. Let us know how it goes, Jareth. And we're going to move over into our next letter, which is from Darylyn. Darylyn, the subject line says, crooked man of the crooked ass cloth. It's a man's world. I have a friend who has started attending a new church, and she really loves it. I know the pastor of the church because he is my boyfriend's best friend. I know that she really loves and respects him, but this man sells weed, has a whole stable of hoes, smokes weed also, and is just an all-around nigga supreme. I know that she is fully under the pews with his message, but she doesn't know him like I do. I want to tell her, but I also don't feel like it's my business to ruin her church experience. I want to tell my dude about this a couple of days ago because it was really bothering me, but him and this so-called preacher were out at the strip club. Is this something people should know? Would you tell your friend? I also know that he has been speaking to the congregation about evil spirits coming into the family and trying to ruin the unity. So it would just be my luck that this hoe will think I'm an evil spirit. I just want my friend. I just want my friend to have a good spiritual walk. I grew up in the days of Benny Hinn and the rest of those frauds, and I don't want my homegirl to get took. What do y'all think, Darylyn? So
Definitely.
she know for a fact that her homegirl's pastor is trash because this is her boyfriend's best friend. She know this nigga sell weed, smokes weed.
He got a stable.
He got a stable of hoes.
Stable of hoes that he keeps
He got
in
the
the
horses
stables.
in the stable.
That keeps in the stables.
All right, can I say this though?
But it's clean now.
This is, I guess, it's kind of like out of the question or whatnot. But your boyfriend hanging out with him.
Well, he ain't no
well,
preacher
he ain't
though.
no preacher.
Yeah, like, yeah.
I mean, he obviously can't be that bad.
Okay,
I mean,
but I'm saying it's regular nigga shit. Yeah,
No,
shit,
I'm
go
not-
and
I'm
smoke
just
a little
saying.
weed, go to the strip club. I'm
But
just
you
saying.
don't expect, you know.
But
no,
you're not gonna be up there
if you
free.
went to
You
expect
Onyx,
the preacher.
if
I
you went to
just
Onyx
saying.
and looked in VIP and saw TD Jakes, she'd be like, nigga, say word.
Right. No, I mean, and that's just the end
I
of it.
understand. I'm just saying.
Ain't none
like,
of this stuff as good as it could be. I mean, yeah, we ain't talking about him, no. Her boyfriend could spruce up too, but at the end of the day, he sound like a good man. Because he ain't in the pulpit.
Right.
He ain't even no deacon. He ain't up there ushering nothing. You know what I mean? He's staying in his lane. This nigga wrong.
That's true.
But
He's wrong.
At the same time, like I will say, like he wrong, but I wouldn't tell
Smokes
the
weed
friend
and
though,
sells
because
weed.
like my dad's a pastor. I know a lot of other pastors, and you just can't expect people to be like a pastor 24/7. Like they have their own life. They deal with stuff too.
Okay.
So I'm not to say that it's right, but at the end of the day, they are human. You know
A
what I'm
pastor
saying?
having
Like,
their own life is like when they go out to dinner with their family, they might have may have a margarita too, or you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
they
I
watch
get
whatever
that.
and listen to whatever music they want.
I
but
get
like,
that, but
being-
bro,
you at
I'ma
the-
be honest with you,
being
bro.
you being at the strip club, making it rain and selling weed, nigga. Like
okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's an extreme.
Smoking weed.
Smoking
It's an
weed.
extreme.
And if you the pastor,
selling weed is worse, really, 'cause-
that means you making it rain with house money.
Nah, he making it rain with the weed money. He not taking the Lord's money in there. I
You
just
don't know
believe
that.
How you know? How you think he fronted the weed? Now he might have paid it back by now. You gonna fire her just for that? Okay.
Right. The trap.
I don't know, but I wouldn't say nothing though. I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't want to ruin it for her.
To me, that's a sticky situation because I wouldn't want to like.
I mean,
If-
she ain't
if-
dating him.
I was just about to say, they're not together.
No, but if my
Yeah, but that's bro.
He
You
might
would
be
be
looking
surprised.
at
that may
Stable.
take her
Might be
away
one-
from
She might
God.
be in that stable.
Bro, but
That
at the
may
same
take her
time,
away from God, bro.
You'll be surprised how people see like a pastor fall short or something, and they be turned off from religion and
Yeah,
as a
that's
whole,
what-
bro.
Well, that
Like
mean
I
your
wouldn't want to do
religion-
that.
I hear y'all and I agree because I know people feel that. Well, not agree, but I know people feel that way. But if you let like a certain person turn you off from religion and whole, and you didn't really believe in what you, because you worship the
That's
man
true.
and not the.
Agreed.
That's true.
Yeah, but
And I don't think
that's
telling
the case
her
a lot of times.
telling her doesn't necessarily mean she gonna stop. I mean, if telling her makes her stop going to the church, fine. Telling her doesn't guarantee she's gonna stop going to church. She might be like, oh well, okay. And she might say the same thing you're saying. And he human. He does the other thing. He up there giving a good word. It might not make a difference.
That's
telling her. I think you should tell her for tea's worth. Just period. Just because that's your girl, and damn it, that's some good tea that her pastor got. I ain't saying you gotta tell the whole congregation, but girl, you should know.
Your pastor ain't shit.
Right.
And he all right with me.
I mean,
He all right
Now
with me.
that y'all put it
And
that
he is
way,
a
I
very
think
good
she
man.
definitely should tell her.
yeah, she
that.
should tell her. I
She
mean,
should
'cause
Nah,
you
I
just-
still don't think so.
He's always there for my man.
do,
I mean, God.
she bailed Ray Ray out last week.
Right.
I mean, he bailed. Okay, I mean,
'Cause he
I feel
ran.
like,
let her
I
do,
feel like at
he
the
let
end
her
ran
do
of
off
the
what she
on the
day,
will
blood.
with the. Let her do what she will with the information when you tell her.
I feel like at the end of the day, like I said, I know my dad's a pastor. I know other people that's pastors. Like they have a life, and they don't want everybody don't know like what they do behind closed doors. It's a small group of people that like associate with them in that way that'll know like, okay, yeah, they may drink when they get home, or they may, you know what I'm saying, do what.
Yeah.
I think it's a little reckless with the selling of weed though. And
Yeah,
going
it
and making
is.
rain in the strip
It
club,
is.
so
I'm
that's
not. I'm
different.
not disagreeing with that, but
So
I don't
maybe
think
you just
that's her
not ready
business to tell.
Maybe
though.
you're not ready to lead a church if you're not ready to let certain things go. Like, ain't nothing wrong with going to church and being involved, but maybe you're not ready to lead the people if you're out here doing all this illegal shit.
That's true.
That all your parishioners gonna end up like could go to jail.
Yeah,
for
that's
doing.
true. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I don't think it's her business to tell his
It's a
church
friend.
members that though.
It's a
But at the end of
friend.
the day, like I just don't think that's her business to tell about the
Not
pastor.
his church members, her
Her
friend.
friend, right?
Same shit.
Nigga, you would tell one of us.
No, I don't.
For T's
not
sake,
for y'all's
that's some
pastor.
good-ass
First
tea.
of all, I don't. If I was in that situation, I wouldn't tell y'all, bro. I'm gonna be honest with
That's
you.
crazy. I would
I wouldn't
expect you to
tell
tell
y'all.
me.
No, I
And
wouldn't
I
tell y'all
think
that.
people can accept also, like, there's not even that a pastor has to be perfect. People can
No,
accept it.
ain't none of us perfect.
People accept pastors all the time that be like, I used to be a crip. I used to be a blood.
I
was
used
out
to
here
was a
banging.
hoe.
Right.
Yeah.
I used to was a hoe. I was out here in these streets selling drugs, drinking every day. Da-da-da. But now I have, and that's why I'm coming to you in understanding of some of you may be going through these things, some of these, but I'm, here as kind of a vessel to help you see maybe that's not what it is. I mean, like, I think people accept that all the time. Like you said, the current of it, because any way you slice it, if he get arrested for selling weed, if he gets arrested for
The whole church
whatever,
is gonna
who
be under
knows?
the microscope.
All type of bullshit can be going on in a strip club. Let's just be for real. If he gets in trouble for like soliciting sex or something in a strip club, that's what's gonna embarrass his whole congregation. At the end of the day, is she trying to be at the news when Channel 4 is sitting on the lawn, sit up and bust through the doors and come and try to take him? No, that's gonna be more embarrassing.
Right, because they think he washing the money at the church.
Right, at least if I'm there, I can be like, well, I knew about him, and
he probably is.
That's why I'm
Okay,
saying.
so-
She needs to know about this.
I wouldn't say nothing. That's just me.
Nah, you tripping, bro.
I'm being honest. I wouldn't say nothing.
I'm not saying picket him or go to the church and slide it in the announcements.
Yeah, you don't need to be
Like, they
telling the
won't even
whole
know what they
world.
read.
But
But
I
I'm,
wouldn't tell your actual friend.
I would tell your
wouldn't
friend.
one of us that you knew that.
No.
I
bro,
don't believe you.
I'm telling you right
No,
now.
I don't think I would say nothing.
I'm telling you right now, if you ever know some shit like that,
Tell me.
tell me.
Like, nigga,
Oh,
please.
what
you
about
tell me,
though?
bro.
What if?
It was telling you we want you to tell us, you still wouldn't tell us?
Okay,
No,
what
'cause
about
I
you?
would-
Now, what about you? Listen, what if you were the person that was at this church and you came over to my house? I'm your homeboy or whatever. You came over to my homeboy and he was there out in the back smoking weed, and you peep back there. You'd be like, "Oh my God, is that Pastor Johnson?"
That's
This nigga is literally passing the blunt.
That's
Are you
different.
mad at your friend for not letting you know? Be like,
No.
"Oh yeah, Pastor Johnson always
No,
over here
I
smoking,
wouldn't be
selling weed,
mad.
coming from the strip club."
I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, damn, you ain't telling me that. But I wouldn't be
Okay,
mad though.
yeah.
Gee,
I
you
wouldn't
so
be
busy,
mad.
bro. You
I
so
wouldn't be
busy, my
mad.
nigga.
I
Not
wouldn't be
mad,
mad.
but you would have expected her to tell you though,
Yeah.
right?
I would, but if they didn't, I wouldn't be like, okay,
You
damn.
contradicting yourself, G.
I wouldn't tell. I wouldn't if you didn't tell me that. I wouldn't be like, oh, fuck,
I'm not
why
saying
this nigga
mad.
didn't
Sorry,
tell me.
mad
You know
is the
what I'm
wrong
saying?
thing.
Like, I wouldn't
But
be
you
mad.
would be surprised your friend didn't let you in on that,
Right.
right?
Yeah, I would be surprised, but at
Like,
the same
bro, you
time,
knew that was my pastor, right?
everything
Nigga,
like,
he's back there smoking that dang stank, ain't he?
I still
With
feel
a
like
strip
just
on his lap.
everything is just not like
Okay.
everything.
delivered him
Everything
to
you
the
know
house.
about somebody, bro, you're not gonna come back and tell us. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know stuff about people we know that you're not gonna come and tell
Of course,
us.
if I'm involved in something though, like if I'm going
Even
to a
if-
church
even
and you
if
know
you're
it's a
not.
scam or something involved in, nigga, tell me so I'm not the last to find out. Like I
Yeah,
don't
but
want to
that-
find out.
I
I don't
don't-
want to find
I-
out when the story break on the news, nigga. If you know, why the fuck you ain't
And I
telling
think
me?
You don't
that-
wanna be in
no,
a
bro,
church.
I just went. I just
People,
wouldn't
there
say
are
nothing.
there
I
are
don't think
people
I
in
would say
certain
nothing.
positions too. I'm not saying that it's just supposed to be spread around town, but there are people in certain positions that people do feel like they want to hold them to a higher standard, and from that point, is it up to them morally or whatever they feel in their head whether or not they should move forward in dealing with that person. And I think that is like pastors, teachers, doctors, policemen. I mean, we know our policemen ain't shit, but at the end of the day, we still are like, he's a cop. He's not supposed to be fucking acting like that, as if it is just a nigga that was stumbling out of a bar. You know what I mean? So it's just something. I'm not saying spread the town. I'm not saying judge him. I'm just saying let your friend in on the tea so they ain't looking crazy on the 4 o'clock news.
Hallelujah. And with great power comes great responsibility. And it's not, nobody said, but it's not supposed to be easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not even easy to be saved all the time. That's
It's
why
not.
none of us
No,
perfect at it.
agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy to do those things. But if you like leading people, you know what I'm saying? You got to try to leave some of that stuff alone. I ain't saying you can't hit the blunt every now and then, nigga, but you don't need to be in VIP making it rain, and you don't need to be out there selling weed in the community, nigga, that you trying to heal. Fuck out of here. Yeah, like, come on.
He's selling that good stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's nigga, over
That
there be
KK.
like, listen, I got this dime sack for 10. If you want a little, I got a couple of flasks of communion wine in the back. If you want some of that to mix with
He's
it.
selling the dime with a prayer on the side.
No.
Pastor
Get you a sack and prayer, boy.
Hey, that sounds like a come up.
Okay. That is
It
all.
is.
That is all for that letter, y'all. Jared, let us know. Wait, was that Jared?
That wasn't
no, that was
Jared.
Darylyn. Darylyn, let us know what you decide to do with your homegirl. And like me, Krista, and Hart said, tell her ass. And like just what G said, listen to what he said, but don't listen to what that nigga said.
No,
I
like,
just
like
don't
G
think I
said,
would
invite
say
him over to a barbecue at the same time. Be like, that's
That's how you tell
well,
him.
you ain't heard it
what
from
do
me.
we have here?
That's not right. That's
If
not
you'd have
right.
lived from the Henny out there on the silver, I'd be like, I'm serving my baby.
Where's the bitches?
That nigga ain't
That's
like that.
right.
That nigga's not.
That's right. What the hell I bring
Where's
her
the
ass for
bitches
tonight? All right. Anyway, let us know how that. Let us know. That's what he be at the strip club saying. God damn, there's some stars in here tonight. All right, Pastor John, you want your usual table?
Yes, Angel. Okay. It's a strip name.
All right.
He only messes with Angel.
This nigga be rolling the communion table into the strip club so he can
He
just.
that night.
You're there doing the ministry.
Right, in that door.
That's the
Right, this is
gloves.
administrate the booty club. Hallelujah. Pray over that ass. Just,
You got to lay hands. You got to just,
I got to lay hands on the Lord told me to touch it.
Let me see
He told
that
me to
ass
touch
clap.
and squeeze.
Look, yo, you might have been making some bad choices in your life. Go on and turn the other cheek.
Stop it.
Let's
You
get
be
a
able to
hand
grab
clap.
that hallelujah. All right. Anyway. All right.
You know I had a praying grandmother.
Oh my gosh. This is just not coming together like it's supposed to.
Okay, we're gonna move over, y'all.
I love looking upside my head and y'all be on this bullshit.
Into the next. Oh, if you would like us to read your letter on the show, please email IAMW Podcast at gmail.com. We'll be glad to read your letter on the show. I don't think I said that at the beginning. So once again, IAMW Podcast at gmail.com. We'll read your letter. And we're gonna move over into What's Poppin'.
What's popping? Popping.
Yeah, Daddy
Popping. Popping. Popping.
Run.
Popping. Popping.
Bro, they be so hype dancing. They be just full of energy.
Your reverse was so small and stiff.
All right, y'all. So today on What's Poppin', first of all, this is not even the topic we're talking about, but it would be remiss. I thought about it. We moved some stuff around. So just so y'all know, me and Chris will be watching Game of Thrones tonight. I don't know
Hell
what Hard
yeah, I
and
know
Jill
what
doing with
the
their
hell y'all
life,
doing.
but
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, that's got
Wrap
to
this
happen.
up so we can prep.
Yeah.
Hurry up then.
For real.
Got to go.
Pastor Johnson, we're gonna need about a
Fifth for now and a fifth for then.
right. No, okay, y'all. So on November 12th, y'all, Disney Plus Disney is finally gonna be launching their streaming service called Disney Plus. They're gonna have Disney, they're gonna have Marvel, they're gonna have original shows with Marvel characters that's gonna be exclusive to Disney. So I'm pretty sure Netflix is probably gonna take a pretty big hit because they have a lot of Marvel and Disney on their server, but I'm sure
All
on
that
November
stuff gonna
12th,
be
they're
on
gonna bring
Disney
all that
Plus.
down.
They
and
have
make
a
it
lot
on
of
Disney
Disney
only.
too?
They have a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
They have Hercules. They got
They
like
got
all
Oh,
that.
they do.
They got
That's
Lilo
right.
and
That's a
Stitch.
sub.
They got
They
Lilo and
all of
Stitch.
them.
Yeah, they have Phineas and Ferb. Like they have all like these Disney
they
shows and
do.
cartoons. All that shit's
They
gonna
about to be on it. Like
Yeah.
people about to be on it.
And really, if you think
Disney
about it,
Plus about to make about to make some money.
nigga, you could do
Flat
it
out.
when Marvel buys its damn self. The
That's
fact that
gonna be
Disney
enough,
owns
bro.
Marvel,
That's
and
what
they
I'm
have
saying.
everything there.
What?
Like I'm definitely getting it.
And they just got like all the rights to like the X-Men and all that stuff, so they're gonna have all of that on there.
all that shit gonna be
Crazy.
in there. And then all the stuff that you have to wait like annually to get or every couple of years out the Disney Vault, like Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin and the Little Mermaid and the Lion King. The things that not always
White,
out.
yeah.
They're gonna be on the streaming service.
Yeah.
So
And then they also put up like a thing where the new Lion King and the old Lion King both gonna be on there whenever it launches.
see,
So
It's almost like a title thing where it's like they don't have
It's
everything.
exclusive.
Right, they don't have everything, but it's just like the Marvel and Disney fanatics will keep it
Oh,
going,
yeah.
just period.
and it's like $7 a month. So
yeah.
it's not
definitely
as
gonna
expensive
go up, but
as,
get it
like,
while you
all the
can.
other stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But it might not need to go up if it's only offering that.
Nah, I don't
because-
think so because
because
it's
what's
all
it-
in house.
And that right there should make Netflix go back down to
Maybe.
the seven.
Yeah,
to
'cause
the
Netflix
seven.
just
Unless
bumped it up.
Netflix keep going up with getting all
I mean,
these
nah,
huge
yeah,
stars.
Netflix
Just
is making
wait.
money because of their originals. Like, so I don't think they gonna go down because it ain't got nothing to do with
And we
Marvel.
touched
Why
on
they
that last
making
week,
money?
too.
Big stars to make
Yeah.
these Netflix shows.
Yeah.
And they really
And
just bumped up
specials,
recently.
all that.
Like I'm pretty sure, like Beyonce wrote down a number, and she was like, "This is how much I'm gonna need for this documentary to be on Netflix exclusively." And they was like, "Whoo, shit! All right, so what we're gonna have to do is everybody's paying for Netflix. We're gonna have to bump y'all up $3 a month. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because they
Right.
And
get
we're willing to pay.
Yeah, and they wasn't gonna turn her down. So and then like Sandra Bullock, like with the Bird Box and Will Smith, they had to make sure they getting their money. So
Yeah, so that is probably I guess that will counteract it, but that still seems like a huge thing.
are you gonna get it?
I don't know. I guess
You-
I'll
do
see
you
how
think-
bad
I
it
prob-
is.
I think I
You don't like
will.
Marvel like that,
I
do you?
do like it, but I'm like, do I need it all year round? Like even.
Nah, I think I will.
See, that's that's
even with the
that's
HBO.
what I gotta
Let me
ask
tell you,
myself.
after Insecure and Game of Thrones been off, I mean, nigga ain't needed. They ain't needed for a few months.
Side note: Issa Rae said she hasn't even started writing season 4 Insecure yet, which means it's not gonna be out.
At
as
least for
soon as,
another year.
And
for a
she's got
while.
engaged and stuff too.
Yeah, so it might be a minute for those Insecure.
But like I
fans.
said, I mean, I don't always need HBO year round, so I could. I mean, you know, the simple
I
fact
mean,
that it's
I think,
accessible like that, maybe I'll.
At least for the first couple of months, I think a lot of people are gonna buy it. But it also depends on how good the original content is.
I bet you money too. I bet you Disney has kind of been watching like the way the game is going with people.
Oh, they
being
know.
able- like
They
I
know.
bet you're not gonna be able to have multiple logins for that, and I bet you if you do, it's gonna be more
And
expensive.
Netflix, I mean, not
Nah,
Netflix,
I
but
think
Disney's
it
already an
will.
asshole about stuff anyway.
I think it
That's-
will.
I think what
But
they're
I
gonna
think
do
at the end of
also
the day,
do.
it's gonna be all the shows and stuff that they come out with is gonna be very
That's what I
well
was gonna say.
written. It's gonna be
And they're
very
gonna put them
good.
out on that, and it's only gonna be on
Spotify,
gonna
that.
be on
Spotify
that,
recently
yeah.
started doing that. So I know y'all all use Apple Music. Well, you use the YouTube one, right? But I know we all use different stuff. But Spotify, it used to be where you could log in. Like I could log in on my iPad, like numerous things. But it don't even let you do it. Like a lot of these streaming services are starting to get hit because they realize that okay, we got this many users, but like I think like Spotify, for example, has like 50 million, or maybe 500. Anyway, 50 million. Let's say 500 million, 50 million anyway. Like users, but only like 12 million of them are paid, and they know like all these people are using. So they like we finna make this money. So I wouldn't doubt if Disney launching something and doing different is a little bit smarter about like not letting you do multiple logins just because they want that. And Disney, think about like the place where we work, the licensing, how they very greedy about like you can't have certain things in mass consumption because they want that money. I wouldn't doubt if they were very strict about that multiple login.
Yeah. I mean, somebody needs. I mean, I'm not saying they need to, but
As long as it's under $10, I'm gonna pay it.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna get. Are you gonna get it?
I mean, like I said, like Chris said, I
I
gotta
get it
figure
as
out
I
whether
need
if I need it or not.
Okay. Maybe we'll just go up G House and watch a couple weeks and see what we think about it.
yeah.
I got y'all for a couple weeks.
All right.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So let's go. Let's talk about. This past Thursday at the Staples Center was Nipsey Hussle's funeral. It was a beautiful celebration of Nipsey Hussle's life. There was lots of different speakers, lots of different performers. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan spoke. Snoop Dogg spoke, which to me was like the best,
He always
most
does
uplifting
best,
part
yeah.
of the service. Karen Silver read a letter from Barack Obama, his mother, father, brother,
Sam.
sister, Lauren London,
Her baby.
her son with Lil Wayne, and like everybody. It was just like YG got up there. Yeah, YG got up there. Like it was really like a good homegoing service. It was very long, and I was at work definitely watching Nipsey Hussle's funeral.
Me too.
But did y'all see it?
I saw the Lauren London clip, and I saw a little bit of the Snoop clip, but that was it.
I saw like Lauren London, Sam's brother. I saw his mom's. I saw a couple of people's clips. I didn't get to watch the whole thing.
You know what? Low key, Janae Aiko had the best musical performance.
Yeah, I think
Which
so
is
too.
crazy.
See, I didn't
because
see no musical performances.
Anthony Hamilton sang, Marsha Ambrosius sang, Stevie Wonder sang, and Janae Aiko. And low key, Janae Aiko just the sound sounded a little.
Do you know what she sung?
I forget. It's on a Trippy album. No, I'm pretty sure it's on a Trip album or whatever. But it was. I mean, it was. She did good. She did really, really good. It was a really good ceremony. His brother went up there and told lots of stories about, from childhood and stuff about him building a computer by hand, and also, one time he got into a fight and he got slept, and when he woke up, Nipsey was whooping that nigga ass down the street, and he got back up and got back out there, but he was just like, man, he gonna be all right, So it was a good.
Yeah.
So
And it was neat that how they were able to include everybody too. I mean, having in that huge place,
Yeah.
gave everybody a chance. I mean, not everybody, but it gave just like a common person a chance to go pay respect for him too. And I mean, it made everybody have to mix together. It didn't matter how big or small. You didn't really. I'm sure people had access to tickets, but everybody kind of had a fair chance to get in there and pay their respect. That was
Right.
cool.
Yeah, it was over 20,000 people there, which
And they
it
were
was
showing their
completely-
cousin at the Staples Center. Let me tell you,
They
went
was
to
like
church.
they was up there cussing hard as a bitch.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
They
Gotta
was
be
up there
real.
cussing hard, but it was a good service. Now there's a lady named Laura Ingraham on Fox News that took her dizzy ass on TV, and basically she was talking about a song that YG and Nipsey Hussle did together called FDT, aka Fuck Donald Trump. It was YG's song with Nipsey Hussle on it, but basically she was like, yeah, it's catchy, and she was almost like taunting him a little bit, and she was really like laughing as she was talking about like his funeral and everything. So of course, like the internet, like clapped back at her real quick, about like her laughing at this man, that literally was just like, there was I forget the other lady's name, but she's another actually conservative commentator, but she was just like, so Laura Ingraham is on TV right now, laughing at a recent murder victim, and by the way, that was YG rapping, not Nipsey Hussle. Shame, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
she
and we
not
just
even-
so tired
That's
of
fucked
it.
up,
We
man.
just so
Yeah.
tired of it of even addressing this tacky shit. It's just like you want to, but they be knowing exactly what they're doing too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they trying to get a rise
I
out
told
of
you,
people.
it's clout. That's
Yeah.
all it is. It's just like Kodak. Just be real. It's clout.
Speaking of clout, there's one more thing. So Reggie Bush tweeted. Did y'all hear about this?
No.
Yeah,
Reggie
but I
Bush-
didn't see all the details.
Reggie
though.
Bush tweeted and said, "Please join us in reaching our goal of 100K. This money goes directly to a trust fund set up by Lauren London that directly benefits Nipsey Hussle's 2 kids, Imani and Cross. To donate, visit," and he dropped the link. Karen Civil, who is, of course, Nipsey Hussle's business partner and friend, said, "Please remove this tweet as this was probably asked of you already. The family nor Lauren requested this, and you did it anyway." So, you know, he kind of catching backlash because he's like, I mean, it seems like a noble thing he's trying to do, but the family asked him probably not to do it, and he tried to do it anyway.
They probably don't need they don't need you
need
to do
money.
that, bro. They don't need you to do that. They
I'm
got
pretty
that
sure,
I'm
like,
sure Nipsey had
he got
all
his
that
kids
set up,
taken
bro.
care of
Yeah,
already.
Well, he has 100% of his masters and royalties.
Right,
He owns
so
all
he
these
good.
businesses, so, but I think that
Kinfolk was selling his CD for $100, bro.
it was
and
just
people
disrespectful
was
that
buying it.
he did it. If he was asked not to do it, then I don't know why he went and did it anyway.
Right.
Yeah, it's fucked up too.
So
Reggie Bush. Why Reggie Bush?
And it's like, do you even have a relationship
Random.
with him to do that?
That's what I'm wondering. Why Reggie Bush? Where
I have no idea.
did that come
It'd
from?
People
be
do
different
some
if it
weird
was
stuff,
like
man,
Russell
like-
or something.
yeah.
Even still, like if they said don't do
If they
it,
said
why,
don't do it,
why
don't
would you
do
go
it,
there
yeah.
and do that?
Of course,
that
yeah.
shit is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, it's, like I said, it's a noble thing you're trying to do, but out of respect for his family especially during this difficult time, because really, people have to understand also, like, this happened. The world's been shocked for this. I guess it's 3 weeks today, huh?
Yeah, something
3
like
weeks
that.
today, or 2.5, whatever, 2 or 3 weeks today. But you know, to be honest, right now is really when, after the initial shock, this is probably the most difficult time because all the, like, you know, the service and all that stuff, like dealing with all the family being around and stuff, is kind of gone. And this is when things kind of slow down and you really just got time to
Go back
sit
to
and
normal
think.
life,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
So this is just not no time to be doing some shit they ask you not to do. You know?
Right. And my
Period,
thing
point
is,
blank.
at the end of the day, like Reggie Bush, everybody know Reggie Bush a millionaire, bro. Why you asking people to give you 100K?
Right.
Like,
which
if
is
you really
weird.
care, you would have just donated the
Donate
money,
100K, yeah.
and it would have been quiet. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
why
wouldn't
it
even
seems
put that
some-
shit on Twitter.
That's why it seems like it's something fishy because why would they tell him to stop too if he was just doing something nice? It had to be something that they just felt
Clout.
like, right, you need to
That-
just chill.
that's- To me, that's all it is.
Clout.
Like, you see the effect this man had on the world, and you kind of want to be
Let me
included.
piggyback
I
off
bet
of that.
that's
Let me
what it is,
piggyback
though.
on it.
People just asking people for money, like they're probably like, why are you asking people for a bunch of money? If
Right,
you want to
right.
give
Yeah.
something, give it. Why are you asking?
And
people
I'm
to come out
pretty
their
sure,
pockets?
like, regardless of like anybody trying to do something nice for them, they already got their family taken care of.
yeah, and they not
don't
asking
need
for
that.
nothing.
They
They don't
don't
send them
need
no
that.
funds.
They
don't
didn't
send
ask
no
for
kind-
nothing.
Like-
Nothing.
They cannot keep merchandise on the racks at the Marathon store. Like,
Yeah, like,
celebrities
they
was
don't
going in
need
there
that.
and
And
they
they
was
won't
trying to
be
give
able
them
to.
free stuff, and they will not take the free stuff. Like, people have been, they will not. They probably can't make that stuff fast enough right now, you know. So anyway, so Reggie Bush, chill out, bro. If they said chill, you need to chill. Last but not least, let's talk about something. End on a positive note. This is really cool. The headline is students at LeBron James's I Promise School make huge improvements in test scores.
Yay!
It has been about a year since LeBron James has opened up his I Promise School in his hometown of Akron, Ohio. With the year under their belt, students have shown a significant increase when it comes to their test scores. According to the New York Times, LeBron expressed how proud he is of the students and said, "These kids are doing an unbelievable job, better than we expected. When we first started, people knew I was opening a school for kids. Now people are going to really understand the lack of education they had before they came to our school. People are going to finally understand what goes on behind our doors." When it comes to the test scores, both third graders and fourth graders initially scored in the lowest of the first percentile. Now third graders have moved on up to the 9th percentile, and fourth graders have moved to the 12th. So they're doing like,
That's good, man.
No, that's
I,
great.
I,
That's real
like,
good.
I know we were talking about Nipsey, but LeBron one of those people that he got
He's
that
doing
same
it
type of
too,
impact,
yeah.
bro.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
and I want people like everybody trying to give Nipsey his flowers now, which I respect. But let's do that for people that's alive,
Right.
like doing that right
That
now.
is true.
Right.
you know what? And to piggyback, I agree with everything you said about that. This school, but even like everything he does for like, you know, the movement, and he uses his platform to say, like, he talks about, you know, these different injustices, and he's like there, he's present, he's doing things in the
Right.
community that matter.
Right.
So definitely big shout out to LeBron James. That's really dope. I would like to
No,
go
it
to a tour of
is.
that school. I would like
Yeah,
to see
that would
it.
be dope.
Yeah. I wonder if they do tours. I'm sure they do, right?
I'm pretty sure they're doing tours all day, bro.
But they shouldn't.
It's
a
a
They
school.
should
not.
No,
It's
they-
a
Maybe on the
school.
weekend, maybe.
It's a
people,
school.
It's
I
people
think on
coming to
maybe
that
on the
school.
weekend, bro.
No, bro, because when I was in
Not
high
for
school,
normal. Not for. I don't think they doing it like we could just go up
No,
there
probably
on
not
a
an
school
everyday
day and
person,
just.
but they got visitors at that school every day.
But it'd
Yeah.
probably be like.
But he's not there
All
every
right,
day.
it's
So
up, yeah.
what are they going
Nah.
to see? Kids at school?
They wanted to
Just
see
the
it because
facility,
LeBron
yeah,
James'
just
name
the
attached to
facility,
it.
Yeah. Shout out to LeBron James. That's,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
super,
yeah, for
super
sure.
dope. Okay, y'all, that is all for what's popping, and now we're going to move over into our next segment and recognize a very beautiful lady for our dime of the week.
I'm looking for a dime. That's top of the line. Cute face, little waist with a big behind. I need a dime. That's top of the line. Cute face, little waist with a big behind. You want this money, then you gotta be a man.
Who's our dime of the week this week, Crystal?
Okay, child. Who's supposed to be there? Who's introducing Dime of the Week? Me?
Yeah.
What is?
I mean, I didn't tell you, but I just wanted to shoot it. You know who it is.
What is?
All right, y'all. Our dime of the week this week is the very beautiful, forever First Lady, Mrs. Michelle Obama. All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama.
And you know, let me tell you, that completely 100% slipped my mind too. Let me tell you, because I thought you were doing. I know I did it. I helped choose it.
Right. Yeah, little brain.
Yeah, just a little break.
Yeah.
A little brain.
No, but yeah, so, you know, Michelle Obama, she's had, first of all, we have been mourning her leaving the White House for the past 2.5 years.
Yes.
We got
Still
these
can't get over
horrible
it.
people in the White House, which really sucks. But also,
Horrible people in the White House.
They just terrible.
why are we under the jurisdiction of these horrible, awful people?
Awful people. But she really has. She has actually not let us go completely. She's still been letting us have a little taste.
Right.
And let her know she's still here.
Yeah, she you know, she released her book this year called Becoming, her memoir. And, you know, it has gone on to sell over 10 million copies, which is huge for a book. You know what I mean?
I think that's like either number one or number two for like the top selling memoirs like ever.
And I've seen so many different types of people, for one.
Yep.
And so many people like physically reading the book. I feel like that I've seen in a book in a
Literally,
long time.
I
Like
bought-
aside from like Harry Potter, honestly.
I bought like 2 versions of that book for 2 different people. Like,
and even
in the past
kids.
year.
Like I saw a little like 12-year-old girl
Yes.
reading it the other day.
Yes,
Like-
I've seen that too. Like
And then her
everyone's
tour,
reading
the
it.
book tour she had was like super successful. Like I don't know if she still doing it, or she just finished. But that book tour was like crazy.
She was just always like received with lots of love and respect, because she deserves that love and respect. And also, you know, like, it's just when you look back on it, like, she's always been such a real one. You know what I mean?
Bro,
like,
just to think about it, like she was the first black first lady of the country.
and they
Yeah.
they don't have
That's
anything.
wild.
They don't have anything on them, which is really all the more reason
Nothing.
why I love them so much, because you know if they could find things on them, they'd have smeared them so bad. But they couldn't even smear them
They
while they was
still
in
looking
there.
for it now.
They can't
They
smear
still
them
looking
though.
for
You
it.
know what I mean? So I mean, it leads me to believe they really are who they.
I mean, they
Show
did.
us
And
they are.
The
They
They
only
tried.
thing they ever had on her was she cursed at one of the book tours. Like that was it.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
worst thing they ever had to say about her. Like
No,
that's
remember
it.
when they were in office? I mean, remember they used to try to get on her for showing her shoulders. They
Right.
got on him for wearing a
Wear
tan
a
suit.
tan suit.
Which,
Like,
by the way,
y'all
Ronald
niggas
Reagan
tried.
did and George Bush did.
Yeah, and we
Bill
don't give a
Clinton.
fuck.
But at the end of the day, what
It's a
does it
suit
matter?
cover,
It's
bro.
a suit.
They said it was unpresidential.
Who
Do
made
they know
that
what
rule?
this
I
nigga
mean,
doing?
this was
That's in the office right
to be
now.
honest, these are just literally like, I mean, and it just
he
is
always
what
got
it
a
is.
blue
These are
suit
like
on.
very conservative white commentators that
Red
like just have an issue with anything that he did. So they just use that as something Sam's unpresidential and it never happened. But they showed clips of how many times it happened, and it
But
was
my-
like breaking news, like it was a real fucking issue. But it's just like this nigga wearing a tan suit.
My question is, you wasn't the president, so how you know?
What could be done?
Exactly.
Yeah, but Michelle, there's like nothing will ever be enough to say like how thankful we are just to even get
Right.
to have seen this part of this. You know what I mean? And I
Right.
mean, we're not gonna say it ain't ever gonna happen again, but like this, like it's gonna be hard pressed. That's some hard shoes.
She
to fill.
literally, to me, like she like the definition of like classy.
And she like arguably smarter than Obama, because Barack
Right.
Obama, because she is an undergrad from Princeton, and then she got her law degree from Harvard.
Yeah.
Like she real smart.
And you can,
know
you
what I'm
can
saying?
tell,
Like,
you can tell even in their dynamics that like she has helped him get to where he is.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
Like
I
she
never
wasn't
forget
just
to
there.
I never
Like,
forget hearing Obama say something like he was asking her like what her life would be like, if they wouldn't be married, and she was like, the same. If my husband would be president. She's like, in other words, I don't know what you be doing, baby. I'll still be here.
You need
okay?
me.
Like,
No, she's the definition of a true queen, like
Right.
straight up.
And even their daughters, like they, you know what I mean? Like we watch the Bush girls, like we love them too. Hey, we love they crazy asses too. We watch the Bush girls do everything in life, and they be trying to just do anything to even make the girls seem like they're not normal. But they're
they
gonna
wasn't
grow up.
raised right
They're
or
gonna grow up
something.
to be just normal women, probably.
Right.
And it's just, I mean, y'all just really can't say anything about them. You can't, especially not her.
Right.
She's popping, so
Yeah, she popping.
Shout
She
out
cool.
to the
she don't-
lovely.
You know, and it's weird how she doesn't try to come off perfect, but she just really does not do any
You
wrong.
can tell she just herself. Like
Yes.
she's just genuine.
And when you really think about it, she got swag.
Oh,
she
yeah.
be dressing,
No, she
bro.
definitely
Yeah.
do.
She
Hockey.
be dressing.
She
no,
do.
hockey, yeah. She, I mean, like arguably like the most fashionable. I mean, when you think of like first ladies that were considered fashionable, I think the only one I can think of is like Jackie Onassis. Jackie O was considered to be like a fashionable first lady, but Michelle Obama was definitely fly. Like you said, her swag was, yeah.
Yeah, you have people that were
Swag
elegant
on
or even, you know.
100,000 trillion.
Shout out to you, Michelle Obama. You are such a beautiful woman, and you are our Dime of the Week. We love and appreciate you, Queen. All right. We're going to move over into our next segment. It's the segment that gets everybody thinking every week. What's that next segment, y'all?
Don't ask me.
What is it?
Gotta go.
What he say? What he say?
Oh, but we
$10.10.
It's cool though.
Anyway,
I think I did great.
this week on One's Gotta Go, y'all, we're going to talk
Why
about...
niggas don't listen to me?
This week on One's Gotta Go, we're going to talk about some West Coast... We're going to talk about some West Coast rappers, y'all, all right? These are three of my favorite West Coast rappers, but we're going to look at it from the perspective of the totality because each one of these guys has done more than just music. They have contributed... I'm not looking at you no more.
Look at him.
Contributed so much to the... It's contributed. You got me over here.
Contributed.
I was literally sitting here thinking like, is that a
I
word?
had
No.
a praying grandmother.
Right, I did. I knew enough to call on the name of Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. There you go.
Contribution.
Chris, you ain't hit yours yet. G did his part.
I don't need mine.
Hallelujah. Mines.
I'm gonna do
Anyway.
mines later.
Okay, yeah. So we got Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Ice Cube. Now, I feel like all three of these should be self-explanatory to you. I don't know why they wouldn't be, but all three of these gentlemen have given us so much.
So
They
much.
have this West
So
Coast.
much.
So if we get rid of them, let me just say this. If we get rid of them, it's all a body of work.
Yeah.
So wait a second.
All these people are
Like
free
movies
Tupac
and
too.
everything?
They
Or we
all
talking about
kinda
just
like
music?
related
The
though.
totality, everything.
But then, yeah, they
Like, because if you take
'Cause they're
away,
all- they
if
are
you
all-
take away Drake,
but it-
do you got to take away Cube
Yeah.
and Snoop too?
And Snoop.
But let's just let you.
Yeah, they disappeared through Thanos, them niggas, okay?
You should have went for the head.
yeah,
The
we
niggas
get
are
rid of 'em.
disintegrated to thin air. You get rid of Dr. Dre, nigga, yes.
Let's just do it this way. They not getting Thanos.
That ain't happening.
You just-
Yeah, we can.
We'll just say- we can just say-
customize it however we want. You know what I'm
They
saying?
still do their work. All they work
they
stay.
work
All they work still stay, even if it was.
No, that make it too easy.
No, I'm saying.
No, like,
I'm saying
because if you get rid of like Snoop, some stuff he did with Dre
that
gotta
just
go.
away. That just go away.
It's the
Not all of
motherfucking
them.
deal.
Yeah, just that.
that
Yeah,
was Dre's
the
song.
stuff that overlaps.
Yeah.
So, like if you get rid of if you would get rid of Ice Cube, Friday's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
And so is Are We There Yet? If
Are
that's
We
it,
There
that's
Yet?
your
It's
cup of
gone.
tea.
But if you get rid of Dr.
Doughboy,
Dre,
bye.
But if you
Beats
get rid-
by Dre is gone.
but
And then-
Eminem,
Today
50
wasn't a
Cent,
good
all
day.
of them-
50
Bye.
Cent,
All the work
Aftermath
he did with
period.
Jimmy Iovine and Interscope record. Yeah, like
You get rid of Snoop
Straight
Dogg.
out of Compton, gone. No baby
You get rid
boy.
of Snoop Dogg.
no son.
they ain't even know. I don't even
had
feel
no
like
son.
we didn't even talk about if you get rid of Snoop Dogg. If you get rid of Snoop Dogg, you get rid
got
of
to say- you
inspiration.
got to
and
say
living
no
in all of
weed.
us.
There's no weed ever if no Snoop Dogg. Just get rid of all the weed ever.
Yeah, and like just his music and everything about Snoop Dogg is so lit.
No Snoop line. Y'all remember that show he had with his kids?
Yep.
I used to like that
Yeah,
show.
that
Me
shit
too.
was
I
good.
used to watch.
Okay,
He got shows on Netflix too.
I can think
Yeah.
of there's one person that I know can't go, but I'm not gonna say it just because I
I
want to
I
give
actually
everybody.
know who I'm
The
gonna get
one
rid
person
of.
that can't go to me is Snoop Dogg. That's not happening.
Agreed.
Okay, and then I mean, oh my God, it's so many different like. Even though everybody started in the same little hub, it's like everybody sprout off. It's so equally dynamic and mega.
The thing that be tripping me out about not even
Aye.
just the West Coast, but
These
like
Beats by Dre.
even places in New York, it be like all these super talented people be coming from like the same like 10-mile radius basically.
But with hits, y'all gotta think about. I know with Snoop Dogg with the hits, you gotta think about it.
Hey,
One with
that-
Pharrell,
drop it like it's
No,
hot.
drop it
he's
like
sick.
it's hot.
He's sick.
Like,
But
sensual eruption. Hallelujah.
sensual eruption. Hallelujah. Ooh, okay.
I'm telling
Get a
you.
little sacrilegious.
Yeah, drop it like it's hot, like you said.
I know who I'm getting rid of.
I mean, and what's the name?
I know you
Snoop
dropped
dibbled
it
and
like
dabbled a
that.
little acting too, baby. How high was
I promise I
Fine
know you
Cinema?
get
I'm
rid of
telling you.
No, how high wasn't he?
And then he
What's
got
it
he had
called?
That was
bones.
Redman.
Man.
He
No,
had
what
bones.
is he did the high school movie with
He
Khalifa,
did
though.
yeah, it was
Him and Wiz
Something
Khalifa.
Dev go to college,
Yeah.
go to high school.
yeah, something.
What was
Dev
his
got
name?
shot. I
Wiz
forgot.
Khalifa and him.
No,
yeah, but what was
it-
the other dude? I want to say
Devin?
Max and Dev.
Yeah, something like that.
But
Wiz Khalifa was Devin, right?
I think so.
But Snoop old ass was playing the high school
he
senior.
was, and we were fine with
And
that.
I was like, that nigga was in the wash.
Yeah.
But
Oh my
Dr.
gosh,
Dre
the
was in the
wash.
wash too, right?
Yes, he
They was both
was.
in the wash.
together, yeah.
so
They were
gone.
roommates.
So that's go. If you get rid of Dr. Dre
It's
or
Mac
Snoop,
and
that's
Devin.
gone.
Mac and Devin.
Mac and
Yes.
Cam. You're right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. That like you said, that Dre and Snoop collaboration, everything with Snoop and Dre for
Yeah.
And Dre,
for that.
you got to think Dre did. Okay, well, put it this way. From what I was told, Snoop wrote Chronic for Dre. So if you get rid of Snoop, there's no Chronic.
Yeah.
If you get rid of Dre,
There's no
all
Chronic.
And
the
Dre
beat-
was the producer.
if you
though.
get rid of Dre, all the beats that they used to get back in the day
Gone.
is
We're
gone. I gotta.
And I'm saying this again because I mean Pac is a baby in all this. That's what's so crazy because like the living legend. Well, all these people are still living, thank God.
Yeah.
But it's just like for this legacy was able to continue. The Nipsey Hussles, all this was able to continue because of this groundwork. Like you get up there and see how much he was really influenced by Snoop, as if we didn't know. But even hearing Snoop talk about him and how he liked him, it's just like all this influence, all this West Coast influence. This is like the freaking
Snoop is the West
Root.
Coast.
This is the
Nowadays,
cornerstone.
Like you
West
can't
Coast,
you
they got
can't
something
think
to say
about
when
West
it comes
Coast
out when
hip hop
they
without
come
Snoop.
rich
Or
and they
Q
forget
or
about
Dre.
it.
Yeah.
None of them. You can't.
Okay, let's 1, 2, 3 because we haven't done that in a while.
All right,
Hold
all right.
on.
I know who I'm getting.
I know I'm getting rid of it
Ah. Okay, me too.
Don't
Me
forget,
too.
y'all get rid of Ice Cube. You getting rid of all Fridays,
Yeah, I know.
and you getting rid of
3-on-3.
And first
Oh,
Sunday.
and Players Club.
Oh! Gut punch!
And first Sunday with Mordecai. Remember that?
Get your ass out of here. Get out!
That was in the old
Put
lady
your
was
back
like.
into it.
That was
You
like,
can do it. Put your back into it.
Put your back into it.
Put your ass
into
I can see Save Last Dance, that routine.
We be clubbing. Everybody like it when the girls take something. Don't pull nothing.
That's right.
Yay, yay. All right. That's when.
Ah.
Remember that movie? Remember?
Hey, so that means that part is
It's
gone.
gone.
In Jamie Foxx show.
Oh,
West Side.
Remember that lady
shit.
that walked up to them? That lady walked up to them first and it was like, look at y'all in here cussing and using bad language in the church. Y'all to be ashamed of yourselves. And that was somebody's praying grandmother. All right, anyway. That
Hallelujah.
was random, wasn't it?
battery. But
All right, y'all want to 1, 2, 3 it?
yeah.
One.
Wait.
A scare ass one.
One.
They ain't coming in here. West side, connecting. Bing, bing, bang.
Okay, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready when y'all. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
I don't know.
Hey.
All right, come on. One, 2,
two,
3.
three.
Dr.
Dre.
Dre.
I gotta get rid of Dr. Dre. Wait, who
Y'all
you
know
said?
right?
He got rid of
This the motherfucking thanks I get. I started this gangster shit. Y'all wrong.
Wait, who you got rid of?
I go straight to. But
Yeah.
I
you
defended
said
him first,
Dre?
so.
What you say, Dre?
I said Dre, yeah.
I'm the only one that
He
said Ice
started
Cube.
this gangster
Ooh.
shit.
I can't.
Eminem.
I can't get rid of Ice Cube, bro.
The way
I
you
can't
love 50
either.
Cent.
No, I can't get rid of Ice Cube either.
I just can't
I'm
get
done.
rid of. I can't get rid of Dre because I feel like I keep thinking there would be no West Coast. Like
He
Did
really
you get rid of Dre? Who did you get rid of? Cube?
I got rid of Cube.
I ain't gonna lie.
Because-
I feel like Dr. Dre. He was like the main person
Coming
who
in
started
scowling at me.
everything.
Yeah.
But I think ultimately,
Hold
like,
on, no. I changed mine. And I'll tell y'all why I changed mine. I'm gonna get rid of Dre too for the simple fact that Ice Cube killed them on No Vaseline.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Ice
getting
Cube went
Cube.
against
I'm
all
go-
of them.
Yes,
On
he
his
killed
own.
all of
Alone.
them. So
On
I'm
his own.
changing
With his
mine.
wife.
I'm
Yeah.
changing mine.
His
I'm getting
wife
rid of Dre.
alone.
And,
I'm getting rid. I'm
and
getting
that
rid
nigga
of
was
Drake.
like, you know, this rap shit is cool, but he was like, I'm about to fuck around and do this movie shit and really make this money.
And he acted his ass off.
And
Yeah.
to get rid of Ice Cube, you got to get rid of Doughboy from Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
said he acted his ass
That nigga,
off.
he really was a
So, yeah.
a
And
true
you think,
artist.
I
and
changed
it's
it.
true.
I
Like a
changed
nigga like Ice Cube, from what he came from, full on gangster. You know what I mean? Fuck the cops. He shouldn't have been able to do what he did.
Right.
He
That's true.
should
That nigga,
not
he is-
have
he
been
is-
able to do what he
is
did.
revolutionary. Bro.
That's
And honestly, for I'm saying us and them, but for them to be okay with him and us to still be okay with it too, that nigga should not. This unheard of. He can
Right.
still come around here scowling. Ain't nobody questioning him. That nigga was in Are We There Yet?
So my
Right.
bad. My
They
bad.
had two of the movies.
Yeah.
My
Two
bad.
little
Keith.
kids is laughing at that
Yeah,
nigga.
something like that. Yeah.
Are we there yet? And are we done yet?
And
When they
then
really
he-
cleaned up
that-
life for Neil
And
Long.
it's not like he not making movies now. He got the one Ride Along,
Yeah.
1 and 2
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
Kevin Hart.
Bro, the fact that he created his own basketball league, bro, that's fucking
yeah.
successful.
Yeah.
Like the big
And
three,
what's
bro,
crazy
like
is in the movie-
nobody done nothing like
in
that.
his own movies that he's playing and stuff, he's still typecasting himself as like the tough guy. He still ain't doing a whole bunch of
Right.
smiling and grinning
Right.
and playing and joking.
And the thing
he's
is,
still scowling.
He got the. He
he's a
got
good
the.
Hey, but that's a family
What's that
man.
movie called with
he a good actor.
What's that movie called? Where he was a gym teacher. He was about to fight the other fish
It
fight.
was called
Expen-
After School.
Outsiders of the.
No,
No, it was something about a
with him
fight.
and Kiki White.
Something fight.
Him and
No,
Kiki
no,
It
no.
White.
was it called School Fight?
Yes, I thought
School
it was called
Fight.
Fist Fight.
It was. I think it was School Fight.
One of them.
One of those.
But
two.
anyway,
I didn't see that one. Was it good?
So my
I didn't
bad.
see
Yeah,
it
it was good to me. My bad, Dre. I mean, not Dre. My bad. Q.
No,
Dre
it's
got
called
it.
Fist Fight.
Fist Fight.
Fist fight. That's what it is.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I didn't see that one, but it did look like it was funny. It wasn't nothing but a remake of Big Bully with Tom Arnold and Rick Moranis from the early '90s. Remember that?
I ain't never seen it.
Okay, yeah, it was just really kind of like that. Anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Cube as a whole, and he is another example of somebody that he ain't had no hiccups. Like it ain't
Yeah.
no reason why this nigga came from this gangster ass background, and don't nobody have nothing on
But
him.
it ain't.
Don't nobody have no dirt on
The
him.
hiccups they would bring up. Everybody know it's like he was.
But that's why I feel like people don't even bring him up.
He
I
was
really
a hood
don't.
nigga. Duh.
Yeah, I just think at the end of the day, I think Snoop and Cube, they both have like transcended music and just like the culture just more than what Dre did. Even though like he done a lot. but
Right,
just
and
it's
Dre
just
did
not
something
enough.
unbelievable too. Like
No,
that-
he definitely did.
Yeah, don't
that's-
sleep on Dre.
No,
bro.
I'm
facts,
not.
facts.
But I think like they just done a little bit more. They
But I
went
may-
the-
I
I
may-
don't
made
even
a
know if
extra
it's
step.
more. It's just different. I think it's probably. I wouldn't even say more.
because Dre birthed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also Dre is like, we don't hear from him now.
Yeah.
Like he's so like
We
removed
do.
in the
We
sense,
probably do
you
hear
know
from
what I'm
Dre.
saying?
We just don't know it. 'cause
But then
That's
also,
what kinda-
he still
we don't
produces
have to
stuff.
hear
That's
from
what kind of
Dre.
money he making.
Yeah.
Right,
Right,
we don't have
right,
to hear
right,
from
right.
him ever
The
again.
only thing he
we
really
hearing through him
think-
right now.
Yeah, is the headphones. That's the big thing that everybody knows.
Like
But
the
that's-
last thing
that's
I heard
what
about
you
him
know.
was what the
Exactly,
baby
that's what I'm saying.
was
Like,
his
we
daughter
know
going
Snoop
to
and
UCLA
everybody
or
else doing
somewhere.
more
That's the
stuff.
last thing. That's like the last big news I heard about him. His
What?
daughter going to college. I think his daughter just got to UCLA,
Oh,
and
yeah,
he made a
he-
joke about her doing it on her own,
But
basically.
he gave them like
Okay,
a whole
yeah,
bunch
he
of
did,
millions of
but-
dollars for like some studio or something like that.
Yeah, but she still didn't cheat on the test.
Yeah, she didn't cheat on the test, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Well, that is all for One's Got to Go. We'll definitely post this poll on Twitter and Instagram and see which one of these West Coast legends that you would get rid of, or which one would have to go for y'all. Okay. And we're gonna move over into our last segment of the day, which is Black.
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
Now who's black?
y'all.
Right. All right. So
Right.
today, y'all, 50 Cent is actually going to be black,
Curtis.
y'all.
Again,
Curtis.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
because,
Curtis.
you know,
Cutting Curtis.
50 Cent just recently taken his
His many men.
out the radar,
Hey, man.
out the stadium levels of pettiness to a whole nother level, and it just don't make no damn sense.
Out the
Okay,
stadium.
so you know, like Tierra Marie, she tried to sue 50 Cent back in the day for claiming that he released this sex tape with her now ex-boyfriend. She did not prove that, and he also countersued her. He won, so she owes him money, right? She
That in
made
itself is petty enough.
Yeah,
She
why would you go in
right.
there, girl,
Why
knowing
would
you ain't finna win?
Why would you counsel her for that?
right, and she had a right to be mad if she thought so. Anyway, so then beyond that, now, she has started, like, she tried to kind of even make a brand about saying that she ain't got it or I ain't got it, really in a way to kind of make money so she can eventually pay this nigga the money she owes him, right? Well, Tierra did not cross her eyes. She did not cross her T's and dot her I's because it looks like she didn't trademark I ain't got it and she ain't got it. And 50 Cent found out about this, and then this nigga went and trademarked it, so now she can't even use her own fucking products. She can't sell her own products no more.
No, I hated him.
Right. I hated him for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh wow.
50 Cent is just the most pettiest nigga
He
in
must
the
not
world.
want it then.
It's too much though.
He did. You know what it is? I think she only owe him like $50,000 or something like that. 50 Cent don't care about that shit.
He
don't care about that. He just want to fuck
He
with her,
don't.
bro. Like, he
But,
really
I
just want to
mean,
fuck with her.
What can she do at this point though? She got a bad temper.
All she
She
gotta
brought it
do
on
is get back
herself.
on Love and Hip Hop. That's all she can do.
She brought it on herself.
Why?
Why you
She
suing
shouldn't
this
have
man?
sued
Because
him.
you thought
Well, she
you
shouldn't
thought
have
he
sued him,
put
but
it up
that's
there.
probably what. I mean, yeah, she shouldn't have done that.
And her
but-
mouth is so bad that 50 Cent is just done dug his heels in now because she do got a bad mouth. She
Well,
does
she
talk
ain't had no
crazy.
daddy around. when she
And
was
if you
growing
don't-
up.
and-
I ain't had no daddy
Did she
around
have
when
great
I was
grandmama?
growing
Because
up.
it seems like that could have got her
I'm young
through.
and I don't give a fuck.
She clearly didn't have
Her
no great
grandmother was
grandmother
not
either.
praying.
She did not have a praying grandmother.
Did not.
Hallelujah.
That's what she missing in her life.
Because we know that mouth is bad, and you just can't say nothing to 50 Cent. A lot of people gonna let you pop off to him,
Like,
but
once
he's
you-
not one of
Here's the
them.
thing:
Yeah.
once you start with 50 Cent, he not letting it go.
Ever.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta
gotta
be fucked up.
listen.
And I'm gonna whoop you till I get tired.
He gonna do it with his whole
Praying
ass.
grandmama used to tell you.
Listen,
If he
50
ain't
Cent
tired-
gonna
Again, I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna whoop
50
you till
Cent
I
gonna
get
do it with his
tired.
whole ass every single time.
What? Think about it. If he's still on Ja Rule, why would you? Sue
Why
this
would you?
man?
Right.
Nigga, that happened in 1994.
Right.
This nigga still can't get past
He
it.
still can't get past it. I'm telling you.
Oh my God! And then 50 Cent gonna say to her talking
won't
about
complain.
the courts will get the message you're sending with these antics, you little cum dumpster.
Yeah, no, he's talking so crazy.
And
to
then
her.
she said, "Hey, 50 Cent, hit me ASAP. I need you on this feature. Not dropping until I get your verse. I got you, but hashtag I ain't got it. Link in bio." See, she shouldn't have hit him with no ether and put a hashtag in there. Cause that nigga hit the hashtag and found out that she didn't have that shit trademarked, and now she.
I mean, he done bought the
She probably
site.
got
Every,
100 she
he
got
bought the
100
URL.
She got
That
100.
nigga got the
she got
stuff on the 50
100,000.
Cent on the G Unit site.
Yeah,
She got
and then-
$100,000 duffel, 100,000 duffels, and she can't even sell them.
No, and he said if she tries to sell him, he finna get her ass for trademarking his
Nigga,
shit.
I'ma sue your ass.
Yeah, he finna sue her ass for bootlegging his
She
shit.
got to sell it on Backpage.com.
Yeah, she did, and he finds it on Backpage, but he probably looking on Backpage,
Bruh.
looking for. He probably
That
searching
nigga-
garage
that
sales,
nigga probably
nigga.
paying somebody to make sure she don't sell it.
Or he probably gonna just sell the shit himself and get
or
paid.
he doesn't
Yeah,
need
he
it.
definitely gonna sell it.
I mean, if he sells it, don't nobody want no damn t-shirts. Don't nobody want no damn t-shirts that she. I mean, it ain't even attached
ain't
to
got
nothing.
it.
Right? It ain't even attached to nothing but this motherfucking drama. That's the only reason it's fucking funny. Anyway, I mean, that would be the only reason it even sold. If it was just his or just hers, it wouldn't. This little story is what's gonna maybe make a
Bruh.
move. But again, if he see him on Backpage, he finna get her.
He's
Yeah.
so petty.
If he see him at thrift store, he finna get her.
Damn, mama, you shouldn't.
But
have
she,
did that.
I mean, she kind of black too for going back and forth with him because I think a couple days ago she followed him on Instagram or something.
Yeah,
like
because
that.
she thought she was gonna try to out troll him, and she used to
You
be.
can't.
You
It was,
can't,
this ain't
you
Ray J,
can't.
nigga.
He
Okay.
ain't got nothing but time.
You can't.
Damn.
The thing is, 50 Cent is just that person that's just like, you just let that nigga have it.
Yes, and he for some reason, I don't know how, it's like he got a team of trolls. He always one step ahead of everybody.
And he don't
Right.
care. It can be women, children, babies,
it don't
Anybody
care.
can get it.
dead or alive.
Anybody can get it.
His son.
Yeah, everybody. With everybody.
It don't matter.
That box over there.
Anybody
Listen,
can get it.
Anybody can get it.
Well, that really sucks. I hate to hear that, 50 Cent, and I really hate to hear that Tierra Marie, and hopefully.
Right. Who's really suffering
So
here?
what is she gonna do?
Nothing.
She better get a praying grandmother.
Right.
She needs to
Find
find herself.
one.
She need a direct line.
50 Cent. Oh, he's not as
better
old as I
change
thought
that-
he was. He's only 43, but he's still too old for this shit. Either way it go.
Change that period to an exclamation point and then trademark it quick. You gotta switch the style up on
Yeah,
it.
just
got
add
to
a
yell
B.
it. I ain't
add
got
a-
it.
add
Hey,
a-
I ain't
add
got
a-
nothing. Exclamation point. Trademark.
Add BIH to it. I ain't got it, man.
Man, okay.
And then-
Hey, that ain't bad.
Yeah, I ain't
How
got
about
it.
that?
Hashtag hallelujah.
You gotta
And
switch
then-
that style up on them, and if
Yeah.
they hate, then let them hate
How's
and watch that money
and
pile
50
up.
told you to do it. 50 told you to switch that
Gave
style
you the
up.
He
blueprint.
gave it to you. You gotta use it.
But that's why you can't trick him.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Alright.
he showed just the blueprint.
Gave y'all the whole money plate and y'all broke to this day.
Yeah, 50 Cent. You would
That's
have
dragged
put
out.
his name in the industry. But we appreciate you. We celebrate you, 50.
Hey, we salute you.
We celebrate you in the pettiness
Hey,
that
the
you have
pettiness.
shown in
Pettiness
recent
that
days.
is you. All right, y'all. That's gonna wrap up our show for the day. It's been a great show. It's been a great week. We really appreciate all of you guys for listening. Please follow us on Twitter and Instagram at IAMW Podcast. Also on iTunes, IAMW Podcast. Leave us a rating and a review. And you can email the letters to IAMWpodcast@gmail.com. We'll be glad to read your letter on the show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure you watch this week on YouTube. This is D. Hayes.
Chris was here.
Same OG.
And a King of Hearts.